Hey everyone, it's Jessica here with another recap video for August of 2024, and this is my pile of finished projects from August. I think there's actually only 12 here, so this was a smaller pile for August, but we were super busy. I didn't get as many done in August as I would have liked, but you know what, 12 is fine. So I've actually been cutting back on some of my design team assignments just because things have just been so crazy around here, and we've been really super busy with things on the farm lately and with our farmhouse renovation. So that being said, this is the pile from August. I also had some mini projects that I worked on too. I have a couple mini albums that I was working on. So I did do some things in those. But this one here is one of my favorites from the month. This one was for Shimmer's design team. So I used a bunch of mixed media products on the background, and then I've got some flair from Scrap and Happy Studio on here, and then the embellishments are from a couple different things. So I used Pretty Little Studios new collection, You Are My Sunshine, and then I also pulled out some embellishments from some older hip kits as well. So that's that one. It's one of my favorites from the month. And this one here was for pear tree cut files. This was actually a pretty quick and easy layout, but I used a Not Just for Boys kit. This one was called Journey. That's one of their older kits. I also used some flair by Pear Tree Cut Files. This big cut file is by them. I love this Adventure Snapshots. I chose to leave the middles of the letters in for this one just because I love the patterned papers so much. And I managed to get 4 photos on this one, which is kind of rare for me, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to move more towards doing more multi-photo layouts instead of just one photo per page, but I still love my single photo layouts. This is a prime example. This is a single photo layout, but it is a collage photo, so I kind of cheated a little bit there. This one was for an acrylic stash busting layout, so I used a color cast design title piece there. It's kind of hard to see because the blues kind of blend together in this lighting, but in person you can see the difference and tell that it's there. But my sister, I was very fortunate to have my sister take some beautiful maternity photos for me and my newborn photos for me, and she made this cute little sweet collage of my second child. Yeah, my middle child. So I love how that one came out. And then I have, I used Vicky Bouton supplies on this one mostly. And this one is another favorite of mine. This one I used a sketch. I believe it was a paper issue sketch, if I remember right. And I used some letters that I got from a Not Just for Boy kit. This is the Cool Boy collection, which the colors in this collection were just perfect to scrap these photos of my son. I told him to smile, and this is what I get. I get all kinds of faces whenever I tell him to smile. So luckily I did manage to get one good one though, but I had to document them all because they're just so super sweet. And then of course some sequins on there. I believe those ones are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, if I remember right. And this one I believe this sequin mix is called, I think it's by Catherine Puller. I think it's the Bucharest by Catherine Puller mix, and this was for an ombre challenge for a cherry on top. So I did an ombre title, and then I also used this ombre star paper as well, and I just cut out the star, and then I did some machine stitching on this one as well of my baby girl. This is the Jen Hatfield Flower Child collection. This one was papers and embellishments from an older hip kit. And I put my photo of my 2 little guys there in the center of that sun, and then used a cut file on this one. If I have to guess, I think that's a pear tree cut file as well. I actually made this one while I was camping. So I had packed some supplies and took camping with us, and I was able to create most of this one in our camper. I think I added the thread when I got home, and the little embroidery, oh, what's it called? Ribbon, but it's called something specific. I can't remember what it's called. Seam ribbon or something like that. But I get it from Amazon. So yeah, lots of goodies on that one. This one was also for Pear Tree Cut Files. I am back on their team most recently and loving playing with the cut files again. So I chose a very large cut file. A is for adventure, so it comes with this big A. It does have the middle in it, but I opted out, so I cut the middle out of it to focus on my large photo on the background, and then I did some more work on the adventure. And I added a bunch of things from Paige Evans' Adventurous Collection on here, along with some more beautiful sequins. I think that's actually the Bucharest mix too. I was really favoring in that mix, but I'll have to look back and see if that's what that one was. I think it's the same. It looks the same. I was really favoring that mix. It's so pretty. And it's actually still sitting here right beside me. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. So there's that one. This one, actually, I have to check. I don't know if this one's been released yet or not. This is one that I did for Creative Scrapbooker magazine exclusively, and it will be up on their YouTube channel. So if you want to see this process video, you'll have to check it out over on their channel. But it's a layout that I did for school using thermal web products. So I used some foil on my background and a Pear Tree number cut file. And then I used a bunch of Bella Boulevard goodies on this one. So I love how that turned out to document my little guy on his first and last day of school last year. And I just can't believe how much he grew in that 1 year. This one is also for ThermoWeb. This is using their new toner card friends. This is the So Succulent designs. I even cut some out and colored some in. And I used some deco foil or color harmony foils on these, along with making them into this little fringe kind of banner to document this cute little photo of my baby girl. And then I use Ellie's Studio Alphas to stamp all of that goodness at the bottom for one big happy large title. Jen Hatfield Flower Child collection, along with those same Bucharest sequins again. I told ya I'm favoring those this month. This was a really fun one to do. So this started with a sketch over on the Cherry Challenge message boards, but the sketch looks different than this. I took the sketch to like a whole nother level and decided to do a whole bunch of circles on mine, and I love circles. If you guys know me, you know that I love just like sprinkling circles throughout my layouts and creating circle-y kind of layouts in general. So this was just perfect. And the twist on this challenge, it was a sketch with a twist. The twist on the challenge was to scrap holiday photos. So I wanted to use this new Doodlebug Hometown USA collection that I had gotten at the time to document these photos of my kiddos, because this was actually on July 3rd, I think. I was taking her monthly photos and doing her monthly photo shoot before she turned a year old, and this was part of that. So I just put July 4th on here because it was close enough, and they were all dressed in red, white, and blue for this little photo shoot, so I thought it would be perfect to do for that challenge. And then this one is another one of my favorites from the month. This actually might be my absolute favorite. I'm not sure. The other one was pretty good too. I love them all, but some I tend to love more than others. This was another layout for Shimmer's design team. So I did some mixed media on the background with a few different colors of yellows and oranges. And then I decided to stitch some embroidery floss throughout my layout. And then I've added some embellishments like these little flowers and some flair by Scrap and Happy Studio, some Ellie's Studio letters, and most of the embellishing is Pretty Little Studios You Are My Sunshine collection as well, because I had just gotten it in the mail when I did this layout, so I was super excited to play with it. Love how this one turned out. That one's on my channel as well as the Shimmer's channel. And then this is the last one that I got done. This was another paper issues challenge. I think it might have been a sketch as well. But yeah, this one came together really fast. And again, I have my circles here. You guys know I love my circles. So this is another prime example of that. I used it to document a photo of my baby girl when we had hay mowed and my husband was out baling. You can see all the hay bales in that photo of our farm. And this collection is just perfect for stuff like this. And again, I used a couple little flare epoxy by Scrap and Happy Studio. So this one, I love this. And more sequins, of course. Those are Spiegelmum scrap sequins too, I think. So yeah, that's what I got done for August. Lots of fun things. And September is well underway at this point. I'm halfway through September right now, and I've already got a pretty good pile going for you guys. So if you like this type of video, you like seeing these layout shares, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. That way my videos will pop up whenever you log into YouTube, and you'll see what new content I have posted. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye-bye.